My name is Emmy, and I was 16 when my stepmother tried to destroy me. Not figuratively, literally destroy who I was as a person. Emmy, darling, your father and I think you need help, Vanessa said, sitting across from me at the kitchen table. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. Help with what? I asked. My grades are fine. I'm not doing drugs or anything. You're rebellious, disrespectful. You refuse to accept me as part of this family. Because you married my dad 6 months after Mom died, I shot back. Because you moved into our house and threw away half her stuff. Vanessa's smile vanished. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Your father agrees you need structure, discipline. Dad would never. Your father signed the papers this morning, she interrupted. You're going to Wilderness Breakthrough Academy in Montana. They specialize in troubled teens. I'm not troubled. The van arrives tomorrow at 6 a.m. That night, I heard Vanessa on the phone in her office. I pressed my ear against the door. Yes, this is Vanessa Thornton, she said. I'm calling about my stepdaughter, Emmy. She's arriving tomorrow. I need you to understand something. This girl is manipulative, defiant. She'll try to charm you, play the victim. No, I need you to be firm, very firm. Break her completely if you have to. I don't want her coming back until she's a different person. Money is no object. Do whatever it takes. My blood ran cold. I recorded the rest of the conversation on my phone. The next morning, 2 large men escorted me to a van. My dad stood in the doorway, looking uncomfortable. Dad, please, I begged. Don't let her do this. It's for your own good, Emmy, he said weakly. Vanessa knows what's best. She's lying to you. She just wants me gone. Enough drama, Vanessa snapped. Get in the van. 3 days later, I stood in the Montana wilderness, wearing an orange jumpsuit, surrounded by other teenagers who looked as terrified as I felt. I'm Drill Instructor Crawford, barked a muscular woman with a buzz cut. You're here because you're failures, disappointments. We're going to fix that. This is insane, I whispered to the girl next to me. Shut up, Crawford screamed in my face. You speak when spoken to. Drop and give me 50 push-ups. What? I didn't. Now it's 100. That was day 1. It got worse. For weeks, they made us run until we vomited, denied us adequate food, forced us to sleep in freezing tents. They screamed insults at us, made us do exercises until we collapsed. One counselor named Marcus seemed different, quieter, kinder, but I didn't trust anyone. Then I overheard Crawford talking to another instructor. The Thornton girl, Emmy, her stepmom paid extra, Crawford said. Wants us to really break her. Said to make it hard on her. How much extra? 50,000. We can do a lot with 50,000. I felt sick. Vanessa had literally paid them to abuse me. That night, Marcus found me crying behind the mess hall. Hey, he said softly. You okay? Do I look okay? I snapped. No, you look like someone who doesn't belong here. He paused. I heard what Crawford said about your stepmother. I stared at him. You're not going to report me for being out here? I'm going to help you, he said. I used to believe in this program, but what they're doing to you kids, it's abuse. I've been documenting everything. I just needed the right case to blow this whole thing open. Why should I trust you? Because, Marcus said, pulling out a hidden camera, I've been recording everything for 3 months, and I think together we can take them all down. Marcus became my lifeline. Over the next 2 weeks, he smuggled me a phone so I could document the abuse myself. Record everything, he instructed during our secret meetings. Every insult, every punishment, every meal they deny you. We need evidence. What about the other kids? I asked. I'm working on that too, but your case is special. We can prove financial incentive. Your stepmother paid them to abuse you specifically. I recorded Crawford screaming at a boy until he wet himself. I recorded them denying us water during a 10-mile forced march in 90-degree heat. I photographed the bruises on my arms from their restraint techniques. Meanwhile, Marcus contacted people on the outside. I found a lawyer, he told me one night, Sarah Chen. She specializes in boot camp abuse cases. She's won millions in settlements. How do I talk to her? I already did, on your behalf. He handed me a burner phone. Call her. Tell her everything. Sarah Chen's voice was sharp and confident. Emmy, Marcus sent me some preliminary evidence. What your stepmother did, paying extra for abuse, that's conspiracy to commit child endangerment, criminal charges. Really? Hope flooded through me. Really, but I need you to hang in there a little longer. Can you do that? How much longer? 2 weeks. I'm building a case against the camp and your stepmother. I'm also contacting your father. He needs to know what's happening. He won't believe you. He believes everything Vanessa says. He will when he sees the evidence, Sarah said firmly. Marcus is sending me video files daily. Your father will visit in 2 weeks. When he does, we confront everyone, together. Those 2 weeks were the longest of my life, but I kept recording. I interviewed other kids when I could. Yeah, my parents paid extra too, said a girl named Jessica. I heard the staff talking about it. The more your family pays, the worse they treat you. That's illegal, right? Asked another boy, Tyler. Super illegal, I confirmed. We're gathering evidence, all of us. When we get out, they're going down. Marcus helped coordinate everything. He compiled videos, testimonies, medical reports of injuries. He documented the financial records he'd secretly copied, showing how much each family paid and which kids received enhanced treatment. Your stepmother paid the most, he told me. $50,000 for 6 months of intensive behavioral modification. That's their code for abuse. She really hates me that much? She's afraid of you, Marcus corrected. I did some digging. Your mom left you a trust fund worth $2 million. You get access when you turn 18. Vanessa married your dad for his money, but she can't touch your inheritance, unless I'm declared mentally unfit. I finished, the pieces clicking together. That's why she needs me broken. She wants to get control of my trust fund. Exactly. And Sarah found the documents. Vanessa already filed preliminary paperwork to become your financial guardian due to severe mental health issues. Rage burned through me. She planned this whole thing. Yes, but we're going to stop her. The day my father visited, Sarah Chen arrived with him. I'd never seen my dad look so shocked. Emmy, he whispered, staring at my bruised arms and sunken cheeks. What happened to you? What Vanessa paid them to do, I said coldly. Robert, we need to talk, Sarah said, guiding him to a private room Marcus had arranged. I'm Sarah Chen, an attorney specializing in child abuse cases. Your wife orchestrated something horrific. Vanessa wouldn't listen to the recordings, Sarah interrupted, pressing play on her laptop. Vanessa's voice filled the room. Break her completely if you have to. I don't want her coming back until she's a different person. Money is no object. Dad's face went white. That's Vanessa. Yes, and there's more. Sarah showed him the financial documents. She paid $50,000 specifically for enhanced treatment, which means abuse. And look at this. She filed paperwork to gain control of Emmy's trust fund by declaring her mentally incompetent. The trust fund Margaret left her, Dad said slowly. Vanessa knew about it? She married you for access to money, I said. My money, Mom's money. She needed me out of the way and broken so she could take it all. I didn't know, Dad said, tears streaming down his face. Emmy, I'm so sorry. I thought Vanessa said you were acting out, that you needed help. You chose her over me, I said. You let her send me here. I know, and I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you. Sarah cleared her throat. Robert, I need you to make a choice right now. Are you with Emmy or with Vanessa? With Emmy. Always with Emmy. Good, because the FBI is here. 2 federal agents entered the room, followed by Marcus carrying boxes of evidence. Mr. Thornton, I'm Agent Rodriguez, said a tall woman in a dark suit. We've been investigating Wilderness Breakthrough Academy for 6 months. Your daughter's case gave us everything we needed. What happens now? Dad asked. Now we arrest everyone involved, Rodriguez said. The camp directors, the staff who participated in abuse, and your wife for conspiracy to commit child endangerment and attempted fraud. We walked outside to find police vehicles surrounding the camp. Crawford was already in handcuffs, screaming at the officers. You can't do this. We have parental consent. Parental consent doesn't cover torture, Rodriguez said calmly. You're done. Then I saw Vanessa arriving in a rental car, probably expecting to check on my progress. Her face went from confusion to horror as officers approached her vehicle. Vanessa Thornton? Rodriguez called out. Yes? What's going on? You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit child abuse, fraud, and attempted theft. What? This is insane, Vanessa shrieked. Robert, tell them they're wrong. Dad walked over, his face hard. I heard the recordings, Vanessa. I saw the documents. You tried to steal our daughter's inheritance. She's not your daughter. She's that woman's daughter. That woman was my wife, Dad said, and Emmy is my daughter. You're nothing but a con artist. You'll regret this. Your lawyer will have a hard time defending this, Sarah interrupted, holding up a tablet. Emmy recorded your phone conversation the night before she was sent here. You explicitly told the camp to break her. That's conspiracy. And the financial documents show you tried to fraudulently gain control of a minor's trust fund. That's fraud and attempted theft. Vanessa's eyes found mine. You little... Careful, I said. Everything you say is being recorded. Again. Emmy, please, Vanessa said, her voice suddenly sweet. I made mistakes. I was trying to help. We can work this out as a family. We're not family, I cut her off. We never were. You married my dad for money and tried to destroy me when I was in your way. Now you're going to prison. I'll pay you back. I'll drop the guardianship paperwork. Please. Too late, Agent Rodriguez said, handcuffing her. You have the right to remain silent. I watched them put Vanessa in the police car. She was crying, pleading, promising to change. I felt nothing but cold satisfaction. 6 months later, I sat in a courtroom watching Vanessa's sentencing. The defendant showed a calculated pattern of abuse, the judge said. She paid a facility $50,000 to psychologically and physically torture a child. She attempted to fraudulently gain control of a $2 million trust fund. She showed no remorse until facing consequences. Your Honor, my client is sorry, Vanessa's lawyer said weakly. She's willing to make amends. I'm sentencing Mrs. Thornton to 8 years in federal prison for conspiracy to commit child abuse, attempted fraud, and theft, the judge declared. Additionally, she'll pay $200,000 in restitution to Emmy Thornton and is permanently banned from contact with the victim. Vanessa sobbed. Please, I'm sorry. Emmy, tell them I'm sorry. I stood up. Your Honor, may I speak? Go ahead, Miss Thornton. Vanessa isn't sorry she did it. She's sorry she got caught. She tried to break me because I was in the way of my mother's money. She paid people to abuse me. She lied to my father. She filed fraudulent documents, and she only apologized when the FBI showed up. I looked directly at Vanessa. I don't forgive you. I don't accept your apology. I hope you spend every day of those 8 years thinking about how you destroyed your life for money you never deserved. The courtroom was silent. Well said, the judge nodded. Bailiff, remove the defendant. As they led Vanessa away, she screamed at me. This isn't over. I'll appeal. The doors closed, cutting off her voice. Dad hugged me tight. I'm so proud of you. Thanks, Dad, Sarah Chen smiled. The camp shut down completely. Crawford got 6 years. The director got 12. And I have good news. 15 other families are filing lawsuits. Your case opened the floodgates. What about the other kids? All home safe. Several are in therapy, but they're okay because you were brave enough to gather evidence. Marcus approached us. Hey, Emmy, I just wanted to say goodbye. I'm testifying at 3 more trials, then I'm going back to school, social work this time. Thank you, I said. You saved my life. You saved your own life. I just helped document it. 3 months after that, I turned 18 and gained full access to my trust fund. Dad had divorced Vanessa immediately and spent every day trying to rebuild our relationship. It was hard, but we were getting there. I used some of the money to start a foundation for troubled teen advocacy, helping kids escape abusive programs and exposing facilities that hurt children instead of helping them. This is what Mom would have wanted, I told Dad at the foundation's opening. She'd be so proud of you, he said. I'm proud of you. I looked at the banner reading Emmy's Hope Foundation and smiled. Vanessa had tried to break me, tried to steal my future, tried to erase who I was. Instead, she'd made me stronger. She'd taught me that some people will do anything for money, and that fighting back through the right channels, with evidence, lawyers, and law enforcement, was more powerful than any revenge. Vanessa got 8 years in prison. I got my life back and used it to help others. I'd say that's pretty good revenge. Have you ever dealt with a step-parent who tried to control your life or your inheritance? What would you have done in my situation? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.